Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Magic IQ here, and today I'm bringing you guys a build I've wanted to bring you guys for a really long time now, but I couldn't figure out a way to tweak it so that it was different than the original owner's build and still had some of the same soul and heart to it. Now I want to give a big shout out to the homie Stokos. He gave me the original build that is used with this car. It's a tiny bit faster, but he asked me not to share it, but allowed me to change some parts on it and possibly make it just as good because he wants to gatekeep that build for himself, and I fully respect that. Alrighty you guys, I just want to address this before anybody says anything, before anybody says you're copying. I want you to take a look at when this video was shot of this 2:39 time and is actually using the original setup. So like I said, in the video, they are very comparable. As you can see, 2:39.35. Now let's see when the video was recorded. This was recorded on 12/25/2022. So Christmas of this year, obviously, because this game came out this year. But I've had this build since Christmas. I kind of just sat on it because I was doing some research to really find out a really similar build setup, but not using the original owner's setup because he wanted me to make it different and make it my own so I could post it. Big shout out to Stokos. Let's get straight into the build, man. But he did allow me to switch it up and post this if I wanted to, and honestly, in my opinion, it's just as good. There might be a little bit less mid-range just because of the turbo that we're using, but the top end is definitely there, and you can still get sub 240s on rapid transit, a time of around 206 to 205 on blue collar, and a time of about 154, 153, even 150s on getting high tonight. But I messed up in the gameplay you're gonna see a couple times. I put that getting high tonight gameplay at the end of the video if you guys want to watch that. But without further ado, let's get straight into the build, man. So as you guys see with the engine here, we're using the 2.9 liter V8. This thing puts out exceptional power with exceptional torque as well. We have a horsepower of 838 with a max torque of 637. Our quarter mile time is a 10.8. Our top speed is a 198 and our 0 to 60 is a 3.8. Now originally this build had 75% grip on it, but I personally enjoy using 60% grip. It's a lot more risk for a lot more reward, to be honest. This build might actually be faster in some areas than the previous setup that I had on it, but I really enjoy this, and I'm going to keep it this way even after showing you guys this build. So as you guys can see, we're basically got all elite parts here. When we go to the induction though, we're going to be using an elite turbocharger for the forced induction. Then when we go to the bottle of nitrous, we're actually going to use a super bottle of nitrous. Now this helps us in our lower RPMs to get that boost cranking a little bit sooner. It really does benefit this build. And as you see, we got elite road suspension here. I got no brakes on this car, elite grip tires, no clutch, and a 6-speed gearbox. Now we also have an elite differential with nitrous grip and nitrous drift. There's a few things you'd have to change on this build, so I doubt anybody's gonna guess what the gatekeep build was, but I really enjoy this setup, to be honest with you. The handling tuning on this build is 60% grip, like I said. The steering sensitivity is right in the middle, and the downforce is set all the way to high. We got traction control off and drift entry on brake tap. Now I must say, this thing is super consistent. It's super fun. It does take a lot of getting used to. Like I said, this build is risk for reward. Now the grip is not really there sometimes, but you can initiate a micro drift and really practice on holding it and letting off the throttle, and this thing just takes off like a rocket. As long as you keep it at higher RPMs, that turbo is going to spool with the nitrous, and it's just going to go. This thing is an absolute beast, man. Again, shout out to the homie Stokos for giving me the original build to work off of. That thing is an absolute beast, and this has a different personality to it, but still achieves the same goal. So don't think you guys are losing out on anything. This build is just as good. The other build might just be a little bit less risk, but this one has the same reward. As long as you get used to it, you'll be just as fast. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. We're actually going to do a double upload today, so make sure you guys stick around, man. I'm going to be uploading again at 5 p.m. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's been Magic IQ, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Make sure